Hello, I'm Richard Hooper and this is SatTV Week. Now I'm pleased to be joined by Ronan Sadan of NovelSat. Ronan, thank you very much for joining us. It's the first time we've spoken. The satellite industry has gone through a lot of change and evolution over the last 24 months, but what's NovelSat's perspective on that?
Okay, so thanks for having me, Richard, here. If we are looking at about two main segments, one of them is the broadcast market. So we are seeing a ramping up of the 4K transmission broadcasting, which required additional data rates, higher data rates, and where customers are looking for better efficiency solution in order to save them a little bit of satellite bandwidth. So this is one segment. The second segment is in the data market. We see more and more project aiming on point-to-multipoint solution, where you don't want to rely only on the SCPC links, or you're looking more for dynamic links or dynamic capacity allocation, where you can allocate capacity on a real time from one remote to another. So if one remote doesn't need the entire capacity, you can allocate some of it to another remote who needs it in the same time, at the same time. So these are the two main factors that we see in the data and in the broadcast.
Now, you mentioned 4K, so I've got to ask you, has the market embraced 4K like we all thought it would?
Okay, so it's ramping up slowly, okay? But even today in this show, we are exhibit with MiaSat a 4K live transmission over 9 megahertz bandwidth. World Cup is transmitted in 4K into several countries, at least in my country, in Israel. It takes time, but we definitely see it progressing, okay, around the entire world.
Now, at the moment, the industry is talking about disruptive technologies, the new LEO constellations coming in. What effect is that going to have on NovelSat and its products and solutions?
Okay, so LEO is definitely a big change in the market. And it, of course, affects NovelSat as a modem or as a solution provider. We are looking now, or we're in progress in partnership with some of the LEO players. Okay, it will mean that we need to think of having our modem or IP core in the satellite itself, or having them in the ground station as we have today. But definitely it's a big change in the market, and we are in touch with several of the big players in this market.
Now, you mentioned earlier data and 4K. Looking forward the next 12 months, what are you going to be aiming for?
High throughput satellite is also a major factor in the satellite industry. It will be slower than the LEO. Okay, it started to ramping up. It's over Ka band, talking about much higher throughput satellite, 1 gig or even more than that. We are focusing or aiming our products into that segment as well. So today we are supporting 850 megabit per second in our products. We are looking at adding, passing above 1 gig of product to aim to the high throughput satellite market. So this is one approach. The second approach is for us as a company, started as building or manufacturing modems or modulator for satellite communication. Today we are more and more developing the solution perspective. Okay, we cannot just offer a customer just a modem. Even if we have a better efficiency and so on, we need to offer type of a solution with management system, with real-time capacity allocation, as I mentioned earlier. And this is definitely something that we are aiming for the coming year.
Ronan, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Richard, for having me.